It was a hot and humid day on the tropical island of Muy Hermosa. The sun was beating down on Salua Beach, its breathtaking white sands framed on each side by huge granite formations, looking like something from another world. Two strangers approached each other from opposite ends of the beach. Jack was wearing a sharp suit and had a serious look as if he had just stepped out of a meeting onto the beach. He looked strangely out of place. Maria was wearing a skimpy bikini accompanied by a flower crown and had a bright, wide smile. "Excuse me," Jack said, breaking the silence. "Do you know how to get to Hotel Sueños?" "Sure," Maria replied with a shy smile. "Just follow me. That's where I'm staying." As they walked and talked, Jack told Maria that he was a businessman in real estate. He started as a young graduate, but the business had grown over the years to become a huge empire. "This is my first holiday," Jack exclaimed. "Can you believe it? My doctors said that I needed a break, but this kind of business doesn't run itself. Anyway, my sons finally convinced me that they could take the reins while I was away." The years of hard work and dedication to his business had taken their toll on him, fraying the edges of his once sharp facade. Maria was something else entirely. She had a fanciful way about her, full of dreams and wanderlust, reflected in her long, dark, wavy hair cascading down around her olive skin and voluptuous curves. There were at least 20 years between them, and yet what should have been a strange meeting between two very different people somehow felt perfectly natural and right. They just gelled immediately. Jack couldn't help but feel drawn to Maria's vibrancy and enthusiasm, something that had been missing from his life for so long. He admired her free-spiritedness, and as they talked, he found himself laughing at her vivid insights and sharp wit. Despite their age difference, they were both in need of something. She wanted to experience life, while he wanted to feel alive again. The conversation flowed like it would between old friends. As they walked, their conversation developed, and to their mutual surprise, they found that they had a lot in common. They both loved adventure and exploring exotic places. Not that Jack had ever managed to escape work long enough to fulfill this until now, and they also shared a passion for music. Then Jack noticed a disturbance in the bay next to the beach. "What's happening out there, do you think?" he asked, as he pointed into the distance where a group of boats was bobbing up and down on the water. "It's quite a way out in the bay, but I think they're lifeboats," she answered. "Maybe someone's in trouble or got swept out to sea. The waters here can be treacherous. Anyway, I hope that whoever they are, they're okay." They put it out of their minds and carried on walking for a little while. The beach was empty aside from the two of them, but it didn't matter as they were both quite happy in their own little world. As they got closer to the hotel, the outline of its impressive architecture became clearer. It was an exclusive boutique spa resort aimed at the super rich and famous. The doorman held open the door for Maria, and as she bounced through it, she swung around to push it open for Jack to catch. But the heavy door swung back and hit her. "Ouch!" she shrieked. "Jack! Jack! Where are you?" she continued, recovering from the blow with the kind of frown that was rarely seen on her pretty face. Indignantly, she swung the door open again and went outside to look for Jack. But Jack was nowhere to be seen. "Lost someone, miss?" the doorman asked helpfully. "Yes, it was the man who walked here with me. He was just there a moment ago," she said with a puzzled expression. "I don't understand. Where could he have gone?" "I never saw anyone with you, miss. Why don't you take a seat in reception and maybe he'll be along in a minute," continued the doorman. A shiver ran down Maria's back. Yes, I'll do that," she said, deep in thought. As she sat there thinking through the spirited conversation that she'd had with Jack and wondering what could have delayed him, her eyes caught sight of a newspaper on a nearby magazine rack. She walked slowly towards the rack, then gently unfolded the newspaper and began reading it in disbelief. Plane crash. Pilot still missing at sea. A businessman is still missing after crashing his Cessna plane into the sea off Salua Beach. Eyewitnesses say they saw his plane clip one of the sharp granite formations at one end of Salua Beach before disappearing into the sea. A full sea rescue has been launched, and lifeboats have been searching the coastal area for the past 48 hours. The wreckage of the plane has been found, but the body of the businessman, Jack LaMorte, is still missing.